The story is told of Lord Schwartz. He's on his deathbed. Knows that the end is near. He's with his nurse, his wife, his daughter, and 2 sons. So he says to them, Bert, I want you to take the Beverly Hills houses. Sally, take the apartments over in the Los Angeles Plaza. Jimmy, I want you to take the offices over in City Center. Sarah, my dear wife, please take all the residential buildings downtown. And the nurse is just blown away by all this. And as Morris slips away, she says, Mrs. Schwartz, your husband must have been such a hard-working man to have accumulated all this property. Sarah looks back at the nurse and says, property? The guy has a paper route. I think we often get confused about what is the reality of our lives and what isn't. That sounds like this guy accumulated a lot of property. Accumulated anything. We get confused with our perspective. But the gospel today is so clear in its message that I can't avoid it. Here's the Pharisee, standing before God, claiming all virtue. And thank God it's not like the rest of humanity, he says in his prayer. And then we have the tax collector, not even coming forward, but standing off to the side in all humility, thanking God for the simple things in his life. I don't know how you can't think of the Archdiocese and what we are going through, really what we are being put through by those in power and authority. Isn't it ironic that we finally have a pope, it seems, that gets it? In a spirit of humility, he casts off all the trappings of his office and reaches out and touches literally people who are in need, whether it be someone who's poor, someone who's lost, someone who's physically ill. And he makes it clear with his own words. Don't worry about the small stuff. It's the big things that are important. He didn't say ignore the words, but he said don't emphasize and worry about it. And then we have the Pharisee. And I don't want to call anybody names. I've never gotten along with the Archbishop, so I'm coming at a different spot. And I'm not taking any glee in the fact that he's facing these challenges and difficulties. I feel it. But at the same time, we must all demand that he come forward. Clean slate. Stand before a venue of people. Answer the questions. Tell us the truth. And then maybe, with that truth, we can forgive. But until we know the truth, it's not going to be through emails and letters of the Catholic Spirit. He needs to stand before us and explain himself. Only then do we have the respect called to his office. It's about arrogance, and we all fall victim to arrogance in some degree or some place in our lives. But this is more. This is not some small matter. This is a big deal. It's the first time, I must say, in 69 years, that I'm embarrassed to be Catholic. I even thought, why do we do this? If this kind of stuff goes on. I think it's wonderful that you're here this morning. I think it's wonderful I came and showed up. Because If you had a chance, read Rupert Rosario's article today in the St. Paul paper. I think it sums it up perfectly. We can choose ourselves to be the Pharisee or the tax collector. We can choose the faith that's important to us and let the institution go by the side. We need our faith. We don't need the institution. It helps. It can help. But right now, it certainly isn't. And so just as St. Paul said to Timothy, the Lord will rescue me from every evil threat and will bring me safe to his heavenly kingdom. To him be glory